Alright, good evening. Welcome to London City, where we're about to take off and go to Sywell Aerodrome in Northamptonshire, which is my local aerodrome. So I'm going to get started. Let's just have a look. Ooh! British Airways plane just popped up next to me. Right, so I'm going to have to follow the checklist because I don't know how to start this up properly. Right, let me also just post the stream out as I normally do. Right, let's do that. Make sure that gets done. Alright, that's that done. Alright, let's get started. Right, so parking brake will be set. Power levers are, yep, they're definitely idle. So proper RPMs, let's put them to max RPM. Max, yep, that's max, so let's tick that. Condition levers are these ones, so let's chuck them down to there. Battery switch, which I can never remember where that is, so I'm going to get a bit of help from the sim. There it is. Okay. So that should start switching everything on. Okay, so let's tick that. Right, we're not going to start the engine because we need to get out. Excuse me, we need to get out onto the taxiway. I don't want to be throwing propellers around. Right, let's just get the whole thing set up because I forgot to do this on Tuesday. Let's get the barrow set. Let's have this on GPS. That's fine. Like that. Let's have that like that. Okay, let's minimize you for the moment. Don't think I can actually do anything here yet. It's not going to let me until the power's on. Oh. Airways. Right, so I think I can do the altitude, which is going to be 12,000. Where is everyone? 12,000. But that's as much as I can do. Oh, I can do the yaw damper. Okay, so yaw damper's on. No, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, not until we're properly powered. That needs power, which we'll sort out in a minute. When do I do that? That's avionics. Yeah. Okay. So what else do I need? I've got nav lights because that's for powered. None of them need to be on yet. Okay. Flaps, we don't need to set. Nothing else there. Nothing there, nothing there. I suppose we can put that on. Don't need to worry about the power. Okay. Right, let's get what are we doing? Let's request the taxi. Depart straight out.
City Ground Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo with Sierra request taxi for takeoff straight out departure.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Tango Mike. Contact tower on 129er
do pushback.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Tango Mike Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Cockpit to ground.
Huh. Okay, we've got no tug, so that's going to be fun. So we're just going to move probably on our own. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's get loud. Plan pushback. Okay, so I need to get me on to there. I think.
Flyer 84905 cleared to Schoenfeld Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 118.475 squawk 7154. Flyer 84905 read back correct. Contact ground on 121.83. Good day.
Okay, why don't you like that?
City ground flyer 84905 requesting pushback. Flyer 84905 pushback request accepted.
You said you liked it. Oh, hang on. Ah, there we go. Straighten the plane up a bit. Very dodgy sounding zip. Right, let's try that again. So, straight, tick. What am I missing?
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, we had to disconnect the tugs for some reason. Very odd. Okay. Right, let's release parking brake. And we're going to go forward completely on our own here, because there's no tug, apparently. I'm probably going to run straight through this ground crew, ground person. Yep, just gone straight through him. It's the beauty of flight simming, you do these funny things. Oh, yep, he's definitely dead. Okay, so we're just being pulled to our position, and then I'll start the engines. Which I could probably just do now, actually, because there's no one. Alright, so let's put our beacon on. Even though we're not actually telling anyone. Okay, that's the pushback complete. You're going to make an annoying noise. Try again. So, right, that's that done. So, that's the right propeller starting. Hopefully that plane's going to wait behind me.
Oral warning, okay.
Right condition lever, low, idle 12%, which we definitely are. So, right condition lever, low idle. Tick. I don't need to do that because that's fine. Right oil pressure, yeah, that's fine. Right ignition engine start. Off at 50%. I think that's going to be. Yep, we're over that now. Where was that? So that's fine. And then back to our condition lever. Come on. Oh, to high idle. Cool. And then right generator on. Take that. Now we have to do everything in reverse. Not in reverse. So, left engine going. Let's watch the N1 go up for 12%, which has just gone past, so I'll chuck that to low idle. La la la, la 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 la. And then we need to right ignition engine start. Well, left engine, sorry. Oh, pitot. Let's get the pitot on. Where are we? N1. Yeah, you've gone 50%. Okay, so that's fine. So that can come off now. Where were we? Right ignition engine starts. That's the left one. And then right ignition lever left. Hello, mate. I can. So I'm just starting up the plane at the moment. So just bear with me a second. What was I doing? Condition lever and then generator. Right. So engines on. Avionics master switch is there. I know where that one is. Tick that. Let's do our lights. So we need our taxi on. Don't need a strobe. Don't need a tail. Just taxi for the moment, I would say. That's lights, and we'll release the parking brake in a moment. Right. So just going to now hopefully turn flight directors on. Let's get our altitude. Oh, I'd already set altitude, forgot about that.
System test. Okay.
Thank you. Let's get our vertical speed set now. I'm probably holding up that plane behind me still, although it may have timed down. Oh my goodness, that's loud. Wow, that was loud. Sorry about that, if I've just blown everyone's ears. What was I doing? Vertical speed I'd done. Nav is on. Your damper is already on. I think that was everything, yeah. Alright, let's just do a quick rudder check. Right, let's get on the move. That BA plane is not going to be happy about me holding it up. Let's get... Oh, he's already doing that, that's fine. He was already holding position, I can tell you that. Right, so taxiing to runway 27. We are in a Beechcraft King Air 3. It's the fun of using the standard air traffic control that, even though I keep moving away from the just going to keep telling him to continue, then hold, continue to hold. So yeah, we're in a Beechcraft King Air 350. I'm going way too fast. Beechcraft King Air 350 going from City to Sywell. Just doing a VFR flight, not doing ILS. So just doing a visual flight rules. Oh my goodness. This, even though I'm not giving this any throttle, it just moves on its own, and it moves very quickly. Okay, so we're just at the runway.
City Tower, Beechcraft, Alpha Sierra.
So we'll just tell them
Golf, Sierra, Kilo,
we're here.
runway 27 ready for
Parking
departure,
brake on,
straight out
which is going to
departure.
make that noise.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo, wind 249.
Okay, so let's get taxis off, don't need them anymore. Landing lights on, strobes on.
Cleared for takeoff, runway
That's it.
27 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okay, that's clear to take off. If you can hear voices, that is passengers, and they will keep saying the same thing over and over. These are specific passengers that would be in like a private jet, because it recognises the kind of plane that this is, even though this isn't a private jet, but I suppose it's close enough to. I'm going to have to adjust my seat because my legs are stretched too far, so I'm going to have to hold on the runway for a moment. Look at that for a view, there you go. Sunrise, sun setting over London. Right, let's just hold here for a moment, just while I adjust my seat. That's better. Right, Okay, let's not hold up things up any longer. Okay, let's take off. So 50%. Stabilize. And then full throttle. And fly straight into the sun. And I didn't check my V speeds, but I'm going to guess it's around here. As it normally is. Up we go, up we go. It's a bit aggressive takeoff. Gear up, that's positive rates. I'm going to head straight off to the right. Just quickly show you the London skyline. There's the Excel below. Hopefully you can see the O2 there. And there's, just try and show you Canary Wharf. That's a nice view. And we're going to engage autopilot. Just adjust my view because I was trying to do that then. There we go, that's better.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, flyer 84905.
So this is a very short flight tonight, just to complete the unorthodox, sorry, not unorthodox, complete just last minute decision to decide to come on live tonight. There is Tuesday's live stream, which is the American live stream, which we're doing Boston to Newark. That's still going ahead, but thought I'd pop on tonight and just do this one because I was going to do a flight anyway, so I thought I'd share it with you. Looks like you're on your own on here, Ken, at the moment. I think I've only got one view, and I think that's you, Ken. See London background there. Right. So yeah, I'm just going to climb up to 12,000 feet. And this is all controlled by me in terms of altitude. If I was doing an ILS flight, it'd be controlled by ATC, but I'm doing it myself tonight, whereas Tuesdays, the last one, was very much ATC telling me altitudes. By the way, coming out of London, I don't normally do this on the sim. Coming out of London can be a bit hectic because there's obviously a lot of traffic, and because I've got the traffic add-on on the sim, as you can see on, I just realised I disabled my cursor. So I was trying to point to things on Tuesday's stream and realising that actually you couldn't see my cursor. But so instead I'll say the top right of the screen you can see, although it's probably quite difficult to see, but you'll see a lot of planes on the map. So that's all the live traffic. So this is all live conditions now. So live traffic, this is today's date. You know, it's based on this time of the year. That you can potentially see a plane above me at the moment. Everything's live, literally weather, everything. So if I just come out the plane, this is the weather as we speak. And if I look out the window at home at the moment, yeah, it looks pretty accurate. Brilliant. That's good to hear, Ken. Thank you. Yeah, I brought my mic down a bit, which might still be a bit loud, but after I always watch my streams back just to kind of learn from things, and I felt like I was coming through maybe a bit loud on the mic, so I just turned that down a bit on OBS. But it looks all right. I'm just monitoring at the moment. It's going a bit into the yellow, but it seems all right. So, so we're going to go over. Looks like we're going to go right over the top of Luton, which I don't know if we do that normally, but then we'll be at. I don't know if. Yeah, we should be all right actually, because it's. I don't know if they would take us round Luton, but we're going to go right over the top of Luton. So when we do, I'll come out the plane and try and we can have a look down on Luton. Yeah, lovely evening for flying. So we're just being passed between different ATCs at the moment. I think we've just been... Oh, we were transferred to Luton. Okay, we've been sent back to London Centre. Okay, so we're just getting to 10,000 feet, so normally what would happen at this point, you turn off your landing lights, so I'm going to do that. And if I had a seatbelt button, I'd turn off the seatbelts for the passengers. Although if I show you the passengers, there are no passengers. But it looks very nice in there. I would like to go on one of these. So yeah, we should be probably level out soon. And then I just need to make sure, like, I work out what time I need to descend, because 12,000 feet. I'm not talking to you, Herbie. Herbie's looking at me as if I'm talking to him. I'm not. I'm not talking to you. So 12,000 feet, if you do the logic of times 3, so 12 times 3, testing my maths now, 12, 24, 36. Normally I do it 36, I don't know, plus 10, but that probably doesn't apply here. So when we've got 36 miles to go to Sywell, then that's when I'll start descending. So I need to have a look here, because it doesn't tell me normally. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I can find Sywell on here. No, I don't think it's coming up yet. What's it saying up here? Okay, we got... So actually, we could start descending already, actually. 34 miles to Welling. So Welling is the waypoint. Oh, whoops. So Welling is the waypoint I'm going to use to be able to navigate to Sywell. Welling, for those in Northampton, sits right above Riverside Retail Park. So if you ever see planes on flight radar going over and they're going past that, that's over Riverside, they're going to the Welling. So I think I'm going to drop already, actually, because I'm 30. I think I worked out what 36. Well, I need to get down to 2,000 feet. So 10 to, okay, so no, actually we're not ready yet. So okay, we'll give it another mile, and then I'll start going down to 2,000. So I told you this is a very quick flight tonight. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone because I'm just going to share this around. Right. Let's go down. Right. So altitude. Let's drop to 2,000 feet. This takes forever. Let's lose some power. Right, 2,000 feet, and we'll throw our vertical speed, and we'll lose power a lot more, because otherwise we'll do 2,000 feet per minute. Simple as that. There's Cranfield in the distance, for those of you who know the area.
Going to 128.75 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Luton approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra.
Oh, I completely forgot to show you Luton. So, where's Luton? Okay, there's Luton there. Probably can't see it. No, that's Luton the town. Where's the airport? Oh, I think we... Ah, damn it. There's the airport there. Sorry, I was too busy worrying about my descent to show you Luton, because you would have potentially seen traffic taking off as well. There we go. Right, so we've gone below 10,000 feet, so landing lights back on, and that's fine for the moment. So just on the descent to 2,000 feet, to Welling. Just update the barrow. Realise my barrow's out. Just going to have a look, actually, see how windy it is around Sywell. I've just been out for a walk with our mascot Herbie, and it wasn't that windy, so hopefully this will be a fairly safe landing, he says. It doesn't show the wind on flight radar. Let's have a look. What's the wind looking like? Oh, 9 miles per hour. Okay, that should be fine. Though we'll find out in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to also just tune into Sywell. Not that it makes a difference, because there won't be anyone on the frequency, because there never is. But for realism, let's tune in anyway. There it is, Sywell. So select the runway for landing. So we're going to be landing on 3 left.
Echo Golf Bravo Kilo traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra.
So that's just us telling the traffic in the area that we are where we are.
7,000 feet inbound to land runway tree left.
Okay, we're just going over Cranfield. Don't think there's probably going to be any traffic there. Nice little runway there. I've done a few times at Cranfield, flown in and out of there on the sim. Hello, Mark. Good evening. Sorry, Mark, I was a bit late sending the link on this. It's such a short flight. I was sending it round, did it on Instagram, but then completely forgot to send it on the groups. Hey ho. I'll make sure I send it better on Tuesday when we do the US flight. Right, so where are we? 4,500 nearly. Okay. Thanks, Ken. I've just seen your message. Yeah, on the stream on Tuesday, as Mark will contest, or Webbo as he's known as, and you can see in the comments, I had the ATC too low, so I think I've got it at 30%, so I'll try 20%, see if that works better. Better late than never, yeah. Right, so let's introduce a bit of power, because we are going to hit 2,000 feet. You see Cranfield there in the background. And you'll both, because I think it's just the 3 of us, you'll both start to see places. So all these little markers you can see on the map, you'll probably start to see places you recognise. Right, I think we're nearly at 2,000 feet, so let's go back to full power. And let's actually see how far away we are, because hopefully Sywell is going to come up now. Yes, there it is. So we're 12 miles away. Okay, that's good, that's fine. Oh, too much power. Let's bring that back a bit. Yeah. Let's start Goldington. Warrington. Starting to recognise some places. Sorry, it's a bit loud when I come out the plane, so if it was a pub name, also I'll know it. Unfortunately, I don't think that add-on exists on the simulator that puts pub names on. That would be quite good. So yeah, if you're looking at the map in the top right-hand corner, it's probably not coming. It's probably quite difficult to see unless you zoom in on YouTube. But yeah, we're coming to the Welling waypoint, which is pretty sure it's just above Riverside. whenever I go to Riverside, I look up and I think, oh, there's a waypoint up there, as if it's like a physical thing. Like I'm expecting a big sign up there for the planes or something, but it's obviously just a waypoint. This might be a better view actually. So I'm not going to use the mouse because you can't see that because I've disabled the be able to see the cursor. But you can see here on the map, we're going to Welling, and that it just takes me nicely into runway 3 left. Sorry, Mark. I need to find someone, a developer or something that will come up with that. So you can see, oh, there you go. So there's Riverside Business Park. Hopefully that's coming through. Western Fable is showing there. Again, I don't know how well you can see it on your screens. I'm saying it now, but you probably can't see it very well. I just need to see how close we are now. So we are... I can't even see that. Okay, we're 6 miles out. So that means we need to start our descent. So let's come out of autopilot. He says, yes, we're out of autopilot. Let's reduce our speed. And we'll just start following the flight path in now. And just watch our descent. Ooh, yeah. Looking for about 700 feet per minute normally. Going down a bit too quickly. You should be able to see the runway soon. I'm also trying to see how far out we are. I think it's about 4 miles, so we'll introduce our first notch of flaps. And I'm way off course at the moment. Oh, Robbie, you're way off course. Okay, we're going to now do a bit of extreme flying because I completely missed that. Get back to my magenta line. Okay, we're going to have to lose some power significantly. Okay, this could be an interesting landing. No loops tonight, Mark. We may be doing a go around here though, because I've completely cocked this landing up. You know what? Let's do a go around because that is a terrible approach. I'm going to do a go around tonight because that was, yeah, that was not good. Let's put the gear back up again. Right, let's try that again, shall we? That was terrible.
Echo Golf Bravo Kilo traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo going around.
Deary me. I don't know what I did there. I just completely messed that up. Anyway, let's try that again. So we'll go... So on Tuesday, probably for Ken's benefit, because you weren't on the live stream on Tuesday, Ken. I should have gone around on Tuesday because we ended up landing at Edinburgh Airport at the same time as another EasyJet plane, which is quite interesting, but that's because of live traffic. I was kind of clashing with live traffic. It's a lovely evening again for flying there. Look at that sun. So yeah, but I just refused to go around, so we ended up landing at the same time as the other EasyJet. Oh, there's Pittsford Reservoir. Yeah, I'll give you a bit of a tour. It's Pittsford Water. There is a landing strip there, which I've landed a couple of times on the sim. Right. There you go. There's the road that goes over the reservoir. This is what I love about the simulator, how accurate it is and how, you know, detailed it can be as well. Right, so let's go back round again. Probably give myself more distance this time. Very much manual flying at the moment. Can hear some GEs firing up nearby. Okay. assume you mean nearby as in near to you where you are at the moment. Alright, so let's turn. Right, let's give this another go. Right, a bit more. Let's go back to Welling, I think. Right. Let's see if I can actually get this right this time. That was terrible. Not sure what part of Northampton I'm flying over at the moment. Oh, there's Pratt Mills in the distance. Damn busters. Right, so let's try this again. Let's hit the magenta line this time. Let's not fly off the magenta line. Sorry, this is a very big turn. Right, let's get this right this time. I can see the runway in the corner there. Right, so let's introduce notch of flaps. Okay, 4 miles out at the moment, so he's done it again. Come on, Robbie, concentrate. Alright, there we go. I can see the runway now. Alright, let's lose some power. Right, and okay, time to load the gear. Alright, let's gear down. Alright, so this is a lot better. Right, we've gone idle on the throttle. It's probably coming through quite noisy at the moment. Right, full flaps. We've got 2 white lights at the moment which you can't see, but that's the puppy lights, which tells me if I'm coming in right at the moment, which I'm not because I've got 2 whites, so I need 1 white, 1 red. And I've still not got them, so I'm still too high. So 2 whites means I'm too high, 1 white, 1 red means I'm right, and 2 reds means I'm too low. So I've just got 1 white, 1 red now, so I'm correct. I'm going to introduce a little bit of power. It's going to be interesting. It's very bumpy. I don't think these passengers would like this. And it's going to get quite loud when I do the reverses, so I apologise in advance. I can't see your comments because I'm busy looking at the runway. If you're right, so idle, and here we go. Ugh. Come on, come on.
You know what they say, a good landing is a landing you can walk away from.
Oh. So that was the comment, Mark, I was talking about, where you get the comment from the co-pilot. Oh, brake, brake, brake. Don't want to go off the end. He obviously didn't appreciate that landing, considering his comment. Cheeky bugger. Sorry, Ken, I'm just reading your comment. Passengers starting to get worried now. No wind, but a go around. Yeah, bad piloting. Well, there we are. We've managed to get down. It was a bit... it's always, with these kind of planes, let's put the flaps back up. With these kind of planes, it's always different to landing an airliner, which I find actually easier, strange, landing an airliner. But then I've got ILS and all that kind of stuff that I can use in an airliner, whereas this is all very much manual flying. So there we go. That was a very quick flight. I'll just taxi us in, and then once we get in, we'll bring it to a close there. That's always good fun. It's always good to still fly these smaller planes. It kind of brings you back to reality a bit in terms of proper flying, because you know, if you watch back the stream on Tuesday, a lot of that is, you know, the autopilot doing the work. Let's just announce my taxi for realism. Yeah, I can imagine that probably is Yeah, because it's kind of overriding my voice, so I'll turn that down. I'll put it down to 20%, see if that works. So you can find the sweet spot. Yeah, with if you're flying like an Airbus or a Boeing, an airliner, it's you know, a lot of it. And I'm not disrespecting pilots here, but you know, autopilot does obviously a lot of the work. But here you are, as much as I was in autopilot, the manual flying bit and landing is very different in a small plane. Right, and here we are at Sywell. So Sywell, I've got this as an enhanced airport. Is the best way to describe it, because you can get. So you can see the helicopter company, which name escapes me at the moment. Can't remember the name of it, but they've got the helicopters part there. But this is an add-on basically that I've put on the sim, where someone's hand-built. Let's just stop that beeping. I should put the parking brake on. Someone's hand-built Sywell, if that makes sense. So someone's... Sorry, I'm just turning my landing lights off, put the taxi lights on. Turn the strobe off now. Beacon, everything else stays on. Probably turn our pitos off now. Maybe not. Let's leave those on then. So someone's actually designed Sywell basically itself. So you'll see as we carry on. I'll come out the plane. Can't remember the name of the helicopter company. Name escapes me. Oh, and now it's clear of the runway. Again, I'm doing these radio calls purely just for realism. They don't really do anything. Yeah, there's all the helicopters parked there. Sloan helicopters, there we go. Sloan helicopters. Yeah, someone's done a very good job of building Sywell. You can see the runways on the left there. You've got 03 right, the grass runways. Can't remember what the other one is. You've got a biplane, I think, sitting here as well. You've got one of the smaller planes on the right there. You've even got the towers being built, coded in. You see the fire vehicles there as well. So it's very cool. And you've got the hangars there. Even the museum is here as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to style this parking out. I'm just going to dump the plane, basically. Oh, saying that as I'm going onto the grass. It's just so there's the hangars in the distance. I think that's where they keep the Spitfires. Let's just spin this round, and there you go. Just okay, just stop it there. Parking brake on. Just going to do a big beep now. Right, let's just quickly cut off the engines. The screen might go a bit funny. All right, hubby. He started crying next to me. Right, just cut off the engines. Just see them come down. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's a Spitfire over there, actually. In the distance there. Yeah, it's very impressive, the Sywell in the car park as well. Anyway, I'm gabbling on, not really telling you any useful information. So I'm going to leave it there. That was a very quick flight, very quick live stream. All done, and thanks for joining. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Ken. I think you were my only viewers, but I'm sure people will watch this afterwards as well. And yeah, hopefully see you back on Tuesday for the US flight, which is Boston to Newark, and that's going to be in an Embraer 175, I think. So, oh, Silky, have you only just joined? We're literally just come to the end, Silky. So, but good to see you. I'm literally just about to end the stream. But yeah, hopefully join me again on Tuesday. It's going to be longer. This was only, God, what time did I start? 6:30. Yeah, 45 minutes. So go and watch it back, Silky. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks, everyone.